back to my channel. Today we're going to be doing a Q&A. A lot of y'all are new to my channel. I've gotten a lot of new subscribers and some of you had some questions, so I'm going to answer the questions that you gave me. I'm sorry about the lighting. It is in the evening time. We just didn't have enough time after dinner to film it, but I hope that it's okay. And we have two little guests.
Where'd Link go?
Where did Link go? There's Arthur. Link is back there. So they're with us. We're just gonna hop right into it. So the first question I have is, when am I decorating for Christmas and what theme? So this is a good question. I have been thinking about it a lot and I really don't think I'm going with a theme. As you've seen in some of my recent videos, I'm really trying to lean into like the more traditional and collected, curated style. And I also want to incorporate that into my Christmas too. So it will be lots of vintage ornaments and just collected Christmas things, vintage. I'm really not even sure. We're just going to wing it.
We gotta figure it out soon though, because Christmas is almost here.
Yeah. Okay, the second question is, what would our dream home look like and where?
Oh my, okay, so our dream homes would be very different.
Yeah.
Like if she had her dream home, I had mine. They are not similar.
It's true.
At all.
He is very modern and clean lines.
Flat, like give me white, give
Simple,
me
matte
black.
black.
Well, I do like accent colors.
Yeah.
Though. I like an accent color, but like real minimal, real just.
Yeah.
Whereas hers is
Cottage, collected, old.
ancient.
No, not ancient.
It's a little ancient.
No. So our dream house, I feel like we could find something that we both like.
Yeah, I would be like, I feel like that our dream house, I would want to be more like what she's talking about, but I need like a room that could be like, this room is my things and my style. But I love the idea of like a bigger cottage.
Yeah.
On like a hill and a like looking over like fields and stuff.
Like a farmhouse, like an old
something
farmhouse,
like that.
not like a new modern farmhouse.
I would also like some land. That'd be great.
Yeah.
As far as where?
I don't know. I want the weather to be, my ideal weather is high 70s. I mean low 70s, sorry.
I could live with that. I could go for a little bit cooler, but I'll take that at this point. Here's the thing. I love the weather of like San Francisco, but I don't want to be in San Francisco.
No.
I want to be like I said, in a field on top of the hill. So I don't know what state has that.
Maybe like North Tennessee or North Carolina. We really love North Georgia.
Yes.
We love going up there, and the weather is really pretty there too. But I wanted to mention that you have your room here too.
I do, and
He has his own little space that he likes to put all of his modern things in.
Mm-hmm. And it's whatever I want to make it, and I like that.
Yeah.
Whatever she does to the house, like people talk about, oh, your house is so pretty. I can't take credit for that. That's her. But I got my room that's like, you walk into there and it's just me.
Yeah. We decided on that years ago.
Yeah. Well, there was a time when we didn't have that, and we would be in like Hobby Lobby and stuff, and she would see like paintings or decor of some sort, be like, oh, babe, you need to get that. And I'm like, where am I going to put it? I don't have a ring. And it wasn't like a knock against her. It was just we had not done that. But then we decided, okay, we're going to make me my space.
My space.
My space.
Fun fact, our house is only 2 bedrooms. A lot of people don't know that.
Which is crazy to think about. It doesn't feel like a 2-bedroom house.
It's not very small. I think it's a good size house.
Yeah.
We just have a huge living room, and we could eventually add on, and we probably will, because we will probably stay here for a while.
We have plans. We know what we would do. It's just a matter of, what it takes to do that.
Yeah.
So, but we have talked about it for sure.
So, another question is, when were we called to the ministry?
We talked about this a little bit in the previous Q&A.
Yeah.
But I was personally called at like 12 years old. So I won't go into the whole story here. You can go check out the other Q&A for like our story and how we got into ministry and stuff.
Yeah.
But for me as an individual, it was about 12.
Yeah. For me, it was also around the same age, but I kind of knew since I was a kid that I would marry a preacher, a Mississippi preacher. And I did. And then like around 12 or 13, like it was kind of confirmed to me by the Lord. And yeah, it happened. And then right when we got married, we started working in ministry together.
Yep. Been going strong ever since.
That's what we've been doing.
That's what we do.
How did we pick our church?
Well, I mean, arguably, we didn't pick our church.
Yeah.
It was made pretty clear to us by God where we were supposed to go and when we were supposed to go there.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of, I mean, I don't know how deep you want to get into it, but we were somewhere, and God will just put you in situations where He makes it clear you need to go, like you need to leave this spot that I've got you in life and move to this next
Yeah, we could
area.
kind of feel like the transition coming.
Yeah, you could feel it coming.
And that's how God works with us. Like we will feel something changing and we'll both know like, okay, something's happening. We feel like there's a transition coming, and that's what happened.
You have to be sensitive and like be watched for that. Like whatever the Lord wants, follow the Spirit.
Yeah,
you know?
And your peace.
And follow your peace, absolutely. And that's what we did. And it led us ultimately to our church.
Yep.
That we're at now.
Definitely. And it was in a very specific way that He confirmed it to us. Specific. And we love our church.
Maybe we'll share that story one day.
Maybe so. How long have we been married and how did we meet?
Previous Q&A.
Yeah, that's another question. We just dive all the way in on the previous Q&A, which is like... It's like my third video on YouTube.
It's a really good story.
It's a great
you should go check
story.
It out. They should make a movie out of it.
Yeah.
I don't know who I would want to play me.
So y'all will have to comment below on who you think he looks like. He looks like someone pretty famous. He's deceased now. Any other hints?
No, stop there.
Stop there? Okay.
Yeah.
Comment below who do you think he looks like.
Be nice, please.
So, yeah, like we said, go back to the Q&A and you can find all of that out. Next question is, do we live in Mississippi or Louisiana?
Yes.
So, I was born and raised in Louisiana and I moved to Mississippi when we got married.
And I have been here my whole life.
Yeah.
Well, I regret nothing.
I moved here the summer we got engaged, really.
We had a trailer that she lived in until we got married. Mm-hmm. And it was a few months. It wasn't too long. Yeah,
I think it was like 3 months that I lived in the trailer. And then we got married and he moved in, but those 3 months I was scared to death.
It was awful.
I do not like being alone or staying alone. I've only stayed at this house one time alone. And
it was a bad night.
Yeah, it was a bad night. It was because I had to.
Yeah.
But
I was in the ICU.
Yeah. That's another story. He had to spend the night in the ICU without me because they wouldn't allow me to stay with him. But a funny story, when I was living in that trailer by myself, it was nighttime. We had our brand new little puppy, Toby, and she was sleeping in the bed with me. And I shut the lights off. I went to sleep, or I was trying to go to sleep, and the lights just shut back on. And it scared me to death. I thought somebody had gotten in the house. So I called Cody, and I think his pawpaw came with him too.
Yeah.
And long story short, it was determined that the switch was just kind of sitting between on and off, and it just flipped on by itself. By itself.
By itself.
That was terrifying.
Yeah, forget that. That was not good.
Okay, next question. If I had $1,000 at a thrift store or antique store, what would I get?
I would get in my car and drive to Best Buy. Because there's nothing for me in most antique stores.
And that's how we differ.
Yes, absolutely.
So for me, I really feel like it would either be a great piece of furniture or 2 pieces I could buy probably for $1,000, or a find that's like really high up on my list is an original oil painting of like...
That would be cool.
Cats.
Yes.
I know that's weird and very specific, but you know what I mean, like a Victorian style.
How great would it be
cat
if
picture.
You could find an orange cat and a little black cat?
It would be over. Sign me up. Take my money.
Of $2,000.
Yeah. But then there's another side of me that would just want to buy a bunch of little things
too. Yeah, that's true.
So.
That's true.
Another question is, what does the letter D stand for in our house? A lot of people think our last name is Jones. It is not. We live on a street called Jones, but our last name starts with a D. So that's why you see the letter D in our house.
Does it look like a B in this video?
I think it'll mirror back around once it's done.
Okay, good.
So it'll look like a D, but to us it looks like a B.
Right now in this current situation.
Yeah. Does Cody watch his mom's videos?
Yeah, sometimes.
Sometimes?
I don't watch every week. I mean, I'm not the target audience, you know?
Right.
So there's not really, I like to see the ones mainly where it's her and JJ talking.
Mm-hmm.
I really like the family stuff. Videos that I'm in, of course, view all of those. It's really good when I'm in it.
Great content.
Yeah, really good content. But no, I mean, I do watch them, but not every week because, again, I'm not the target audience.
Yeah.
So, but I do obviously support her, appreciate her. She does really great.
Yes.
And yeah.
100%. I watch every video.
She does watch every
I
week.
get up and I make my coffee. I go sit in a recliner. Link or Arthur hops up on me and we watch Nana. That's what the pets call her.
Nana Donna.
Nana Donna.
Say that 10 times.
Another question is, do I enjoy cooking and homemaking? Yes and no. I have to be in the mood to cook. I don't enjoy baking whatsoever. Like, that is a chore for me to bake. It's just not something I'm good at. And if you know me personally, you know that I'm not good at baking. Like, from scratch, I can make like boxed cakes or cookies or whatever, but homemade baking, I'm just not good. I'm not very precise, and that's where it goes wrong. So I like cooking where you can just like throw it in and
A little here, a little
taste
there.
as you go, but baking is not for me. Anyway, I do enjoy cooking if I'm in the mood, but it's not something I'm very passionate about. And for homemaking, yeah, like, I'm not this type to be like, let me put on my apron and iron all the clothes and like, no. I don't even like to clean, but I do it because I have to. And sometimes I enjoy it. Like, I enjoy making our home a home and like a pretty home.
Yeah. Whereas me, I love to clean.
Yes.
I think I get that from Mom.
Yeah. He loves it.
And that hasn't always been the case. You can ask them as I was growing up. Like, my room was horrible. It was condemnable. And I never put anything away. My granny, you know Granny, she used to always say, don't put it down, put it away.
Yep.
Well, now I do that.
Sometimes.
For the most part. Yeah, for the most part. But like now, we'll like clean the car. Like we'll pull up to get gas. And I'm like, I'm going to take this trash and throw it in the trash. Here, my like peace is when I'm in like a clean environment.
Yeah.
And I can't relax in like a dirty environment. So I've just come to become a person. That was really hard to say. I've become a person who now enjoys creating that environment. Yeah. So I like to clean. I like to make sure things are tidy.
Yeah, that's a great answer.
And organization too.
Yes,
really love organization.
He loves organization. And I think I'm good at organizing things.
You are.
I just don't enjoy it.
Yeah.
But
I'm good at it and I enjoy it.
I like the finished product of cleaning and organizing. Yeah. I just don't enjoy doing it. I don't know. It's very hard for me to like make it fun because I'm not someone who will listen to a podcast or music while cleaning. But he does. I have tried to be that person, but I just can't do it. I'd rather work in complete silence.
If you were going to listen to a podcast, which one do you think you might listen to?
I don't know. There's so many, but
there are a lot.
There's tons.
There's so many.
But there's this podcast called Pray Before Chips.
Hey! Link in the description.
Yeah, if you don't know, that is Cody's podcast. So shameless plug.
Shameless plug.
Go listen to Pray Before Chips. I've been on it several times. The episodes are really funny. It's great family content. It's very clean.
It's clean.
And you can listen to it in front of your kids.
In the car.
In the car.
In front of your pastor. With your pastor.
Yeah. It's great content. And you won't regret it. The link is always in my description box. If you ever miss the name of it, you're welcome. It's always in there. So if you forget the name of it, just go to one of my videos and you can find it there.
Available on all platforms.
Yes. Last question was, I closed your phone, so I don't remember exactly what it was.
You can open it.
Why am I an LSU fan and not an Ole Miss fan? I was born and raised in Louisiana, which is a very football-oriented, family-oriented place, sportsman's paradise. And I mean, my dad loves LSU. We have watched every football game, every baseball game, basketball game that I can remember. What's he doing?
He's trying to get the cord. It's okay. Continue.
So anyway, I just grew up in that environment and I love LSU. I bleed purple and gold. And I lived in Baton Rouge for so many years, like literally 15 minutes from Tiger Stadium. So I don't know, it's just part of who I am. I've never even thought about becoming an Ole Miss fan or a Mississippi State fan, but Cody's not either. So
well, and the thing about it is, no matter who your team is, just because you move states, I mean, that's not how this works.
Yeah.
That's not how this works. That's called the bandwagon.
Yeah.
You can't do that. Shouldn't do that.
Yeah. But LSU did lose this past weekend, opening weekend.
As they do.
As they do every year with Brian Kelly. So,
and I just wanted to be said, I am not an LSU fan.
I think he's becoming one.
He's not. He's not at all. In any stretch of the imagination. No, he's not.
Yes, he is.
Not. Thank you. No, he's not. Thank you so much.
Okay, guys. Well, if you have any other questions, I'm sure we answered it in the last Q&A. We go into a lot more details and a lot more personal things over there.
Thank y'all for watching, and thank y'all for loving and being sweet to my wife.
Yes.
She's precious.
Oh.
Arthur's going crazy.
Yeah. Come here, Arthur. You want to be on the camera?
Arthur, come here.
Look who it is.
Say bye, everybody. Oh. Link, come here. Let us love you.
You're right.
We do love him.
We love him. He doesn't love us.
He doesn't love us.
Okay. All right. Bye, y'all.
Bye.